First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for him, none of this would be possible. Low Nose Boxing. Hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe. I'm in a good mood right now. I was outside on my break, and some beautiful young lady had the nerve to tell me that I look like a modern day action figure, sort of like a G.I. Joe. If I was a white boy, I might be blushing right now, but I'm used to getting compliments every now and then. Anyway, I'm just messing with you. I want to talk about something very interesting. The perception that I've had of Gervanta Davis has completely changed. You know, throughout his career as a world champion, there's been a stigma attached to Gervanta Davis that he avoids the top competition, that he doesn't fight the best, right? That he handpicks his opponents. And a lot of that is true. There are some fights that he could have taken earlier in his career, like Lomachenko, Gary Russell, Josh Taylor, some guys that were trying to fight him at a certain time. But right now, it's pretty much safe to say that Gervanta Davis is looking like one of the most feared boxers in the sport today. It was recently reported that someone from Shakur Stevenson's team has stated, I don't know the exact details of it all the way, but I heard that somebody said that a Gervanta Davis fight is something that can happen maybe a couple of years from now. And then you also have to put into consideration that Shakur Stevenson is now with Turki Alashiki, and the heavy rumors that he might be fighting William Cepeda next. But what happened with Gervanta Davis? You know what I noticed? When Gervanta Davis does not have a fight lined up or is incarcerated, nobody's really calling him out. I know what y'all gonna say right now. I already know what y'all gonna say. Devin Haney, Bill Haney, they were calling out Tank. Let me tell you something. Every single time Devin Haney, Bill Haney were calling out Tank Davis, Gervanta Davis was booked for a fight, or Devin Haney was booked for a fight, or Gervanta Davis was incarcerated. Gervanta Davis does not have a fight lined up right now, and I do not see people calling him out with the same energy that they show when it comes to calling out other fighters. And I'm not here to bash Shakur Stevenson. He's one of my favorite fighters at Boricua. I gave him the nickname El Shakur, but I gotta keep it a beam. I'm a fan of the sport. I'm not a fan of man. So I'm gonna call it how I see it. Shakur Stevenson is not aggressively pursuing Gervanta Davis with the same energy that he did Vasyl Lomachenko. He's not aggressively pursuing Gervanta Davis with the same energy that he did Pitbull Cruz, that he did George Kambosos. He's not. And now let's talk about him fighting William Cepeda. Gervanta Davis is a unique type of cash cow, because Floyd Mayweather was a cash cow, but you'll fight Floyd. Maybe deep down inside you might believe you're not gonna win, but you know you're just gonna get outboxed. With Gervanta Davis, you're gonna get hurt. You see, Gervanta Davis is the type of fighter that can knock you out cold. It's not like you're fighting a one-punch guy that has limitations in skills and athleticism, and you might be able to survive him for 12 rounds. Gervanta Davis, unlike the other guys in the Young Four Kings, Teofimo, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Gervanta, Ryan Garcia, the Five Kings, if that's what you want to say. If you want to throw Ryan in that mix, Gervanta Davis is the only one that showed more completeness in his skill set. He showed that he can cut the ring off. Teofimo showed he doesn't know how to cut the ring off. Shakur Stevenson in his last fight showed he doesn't know how to cut the ring off. Ryan Garcia, when he fought the African kid to go, showed that he doesn't know how to cut the ring off. Devin Haney in his last fight showed what happens when he tries to come forward and cut the ring off. Gervanta Davis, I'm going to go on the limb to say this right now. In terms of pure skills, pound for pound wise, in terms of skills and tool set, disregard resume, disregard accolades and all that. In terms of skill set and tools, Gervanta Davis and Terrence Bud Crawford are the most complete fighters in boxing. Gervanta Davis can be just as slick as Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Gervonta Davis can be just as athletic as Teofimo Lopez, my favorite fighter. But he's punching like Deontay Wilder, and he's showing a Canelo Alvarez type of chin. Gervonta Davis been clocked by Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, Isaac Cruz, Gamboa, Mario Barrios. These are all guys that can punch. And Gervonta Davis has shown no chinks in his armor on that level. So a lot of fighters nowadays in boxing, due to social media, do not want to take chances because you can become a meme. And if you fight Gervonta Davis, you're not just going to be a meme, you're going to be a highlight reel knockout waiting to happen. Shout out to Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia was the only one that really went in there, that really did what he had to do to get the Gervonta Davis fight. Even though I feel he quit it when he got hit with that body shot, he did quit, but he tried up to that point. The only other one out of the four young kings that I believe would make an honest effort and try to beat Gervonta Davis is Teofimo Lopez, because Teofimo Lopez is crazy like that. I don't believe Shakur Stevenson could beat Gervonta Davis. I think overall, Gervonta Davis is the most complete fighter from 135 to 140, and probably the second most complete fighter in all of boxing behind Terrence Bud Crawford. Gervonta Davis also has that Mike Tyson outside the ring intimidation element to him. He wins the fight outside the ring before the fight even happens. I've seen it. We all seen it. The only fighter that was able to match Gervonta Davis's bravado outside the ring without being intimidated was Tevin Farmer, another fighter that he could have fought, right, back then. But then again, Tevin Farmer's from North Philly. North Philly ain't scared of nobody. Philadelphia ain't scared of nobody, period. But that fight never happened. Vasyl Lomachenko is not going to fight Gervonta Tank Davis all of a sudden. Shakur Stevenson is looking like he's not going to fight Gervonta Davis all of a sudden. Nobody's calling Gervonta Davis out. Teofimo Lopez, my favorite fighter in boxing, should be calling out Gervonta Tank Davis with the same energy that he's calling out Terrence Bud Crawford, because that's a more realistic fight, and financially, it's a more lucrative fight. It's going to be extremely interesting to see who's going to step up to the plate and take on the Gervonta Davis challenge. And I already know what y'all going to say, oh, that I'm switching my tune, that I turned into a Gervonta Davis fanboy. No, I just see it for what it is. I'm going to keep it a beam. Once again, I'm not a fan of man. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing, and I have my favorite fighters. Like I said, if Shakur Stevenson fights Gervonta Davis, I'm rooting for Shakur. For crying out loud, he's Puerto Rican. But do I think he beats Gervonta Davis? Absolutely not. If he were to beat Gervonta Davis, would I be surprised? Absolutely not. But from what it's looking like, these guys don't believe they can even beat Gervonta Davis from the outside looking in. So with that being said, hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Low Nose Boxing. That's Low Nose Boxing. And I'm out.